Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Honkai Star Rail video, and today I did it. I caved and I summoned for Acheron. These are pre-recorded summons, by the way. You'll notice I had quite a bit of revenue all of a sudden, so one of the nice things was they did refresh the sales. So I did decide to go in and buy out all the sales, and I was actually able to do pretty good with it. Double Gallagher pull to start. So like, yes, we will take the double Gallagher pull immediately. So my plan is, now that I decided I'm actually going to go in on Acheron, I want to actually E6 Gallagher, because I think Gallagher's going to be very good. There were a couple of things I guess I felt... I guess the devs kind of threw me off on a couple of things, so I would say my thoughts maybe on my should you pull have definitely changed, obviously here because I'm pulling. But I did not realize that Acheron is the anniversary character. Like, and I didn't realize, it's kind of funny because like right after I recorded my should you pull, they did the app update and they put the first anniversary icon right on the app icon. So it just threw me off because they're starting this all a month early, right? Because the anniversary is April, I think it's April 26th. And they're starting it now. And I guess Acheron and Aventurine, the banners are 3 weeks long, 21 days. So sure, April 26th, I guess it'll be in the middle of Aventurine cycle. But yeah, I didn't realize, you know, and they put up some stuff about anniversary, like tickets and stuff. I thought that was just kind of like counting up to it. But no, this is first anniversary. Like, it has started. In Acheron, you know, the more I looked at her, I actually used her a little bit in game. I've looked at like other people a little bit more, like actually seeing the character in game. She does feel like an anniversary level character. Like, she does feel, okay, here's our first 5-star, by the way, if you melt these in. But she does look and feel like the type of character you'd want out of an anniversary character. She's kind of crazy. So let's see what 5-star we get here on my first one as we go through. Of course, it's going to be right at the end. And then bam, there we go, we got Acheron. Now, Acheron too, I think she is still going to be very good at low dupes, like still like really, really good. Some people have been going crazy and going E6 on her, right? So I decided, like, I got a copy of her and I do want dupes, but I do also want the light cone now. So I think I do one multi here on the character, and I think I do jump over to light cone. I was kind of debating, but I'm like, the character E0 with light cone is probably better than just the character E1 without her light cone, right? So I'm like, I'm going to go full. So you know, I was kind of, when I was not going to pull, I was taking the free-to-play approach where, you know, I wanted to save for at least 2 or 3 banners and then summon again. Because that's what I did for Sparkle. Like, I did Sparkle E2 with light cone completely free-to-play. Like, that was very nice feeling, right? But I decided, yep, I'm going to, like, mini whale a little bit to get Acheron. But dude, players that are going for E6, like, it's crazy to me because it's not cheap. Like, if you don't come in like prepared with Jades, like, to just straight up E6 a character and get their light cone, I mean, it's gonna be like $1,000, like in that range is what you're spending, which is kind of crazy. And depending on luck, I mean, if you're really lucky, maybe only $600-700, and if you're really unlucky with your pities, you know, it might be like more like $1,500, right? So it's not cheap to do. So I'm like, yes, I will just buy out the sales and then see what I get. And then I might just jump in with a few more summons. So I did do some other off-camera summons after this. And I will kind of tell you kind of where I am at. But just so you guys know, going into this banner where I'm leaving with Sparkle, because I just went in very heavily on Sparkle. My Sparkle is E2, so I got 3 copies of her, plus her light cone. So that in total was 3 character pulls and a light cone pull, and I did not lose the dice roll. Like, I won the pity dice roll every single time. So that was great. And then here on Acheron, my first Acheron, I won the dice roll again. Like, until I get an unfeatured, I am rolling the dice with every 5-star pull, and I have just been winning. Like, nothing but winning on these. So that has been great. Definitely been liking that. The nice thing too with Gallagher, I want to point out, he's got a really, really good free-to-play light cone. I think I went in and bought it out because it's one of the Penacony light cones that you can buy with the Forgotten Hall stuff. And you definitely want to get it because it is a Harmony Break Effect one, which is really, really good for him. So that was an easy. So he's got a nice 4-star max out light cone. My hope is after the summons, I'll have my Gallagher E6. Even if I get him E5, I know I can get the 6th one on the free pull. Here comes another 5-star pull. And let's see what we get here. And then bam, we got the light cone. And that really didn't take that long, right? So now it's like, dang, I'm feeling pretty good here. I got the light cone, I got Acheron, and I still have a decent-ish chunk of resource left. Like, can I squeeze out an E1? Can I squeeze out an E1 here on Acheron? So I got about 6,000 left. Let's see, do I have another 5-star in me in this video? We shall see. We shall see. So yeah, so kind of going back to my should you pull, I'm actually changing my tune on that to this is more of like, yeah, I actually do think this is very much worth pulling on. And I never said it wasn't worth pulling on, but I was kind of cautioning players more to wait for the anniversary character. Well, this is the anniversary character, so I don't think the character after Aventurine necessarily is going to be like better than Acheron. It's looking like Acheron is like going to be the de facto like best DPS in the game for a while. So I think especially if you're lacking a DPS, I think even an E0 Acheron is going to look better. Like I think E0 Acheron looks better than my my Jinglu's E1 or E2. Probably still looking better than that, right? So yeah, I think she's an excellent DPS. And then I actually like misread something on her kit that I kind of misunderstood, because when she goes into her ultimate mode, you know, when I was reading her Eidolons, I saw that her E6 makes it so that she ignores weakness types. I'm like, oh, that's busted, right? Like you need that E6 to ignore weakness types. Well, when I read it carefully afterwards, it makes it so her normal attack and her skill ignore weakness type. But when I went in and read her ultimate more carefully, her ultimate already does that at E0. So like at E0, she ignores weakness type and can break always, which is insane. And the ultimate's really the main damage you care about. So there, we got 16 more pulls just from like my refunds, right? This is basically every time you pull a 4-star dupe. And then we got another 5-star on my refunds. So we're going in again. Once again, we're playing the dice roll. Can we win the coin toss? Can we win the coin toss? It's 50-50. And then bam, another Acheron. So my luck has been on point. So what I'm going to tell you guys here is, because I'll kind of spoil it. I'm just going to be summoning out the rest of my materials here, which isn't that much. It's just a few more singles here. Trying to get another multi in, but I think I had to do singles. Or no, I think this is another multi. But yeah, we're obviously not going to get another 5-star here unless we get really lucky. So just so you guys know, I went off camera and did some more summons, and I did get so what, this is an E1 Acheron. I ended up getting another Acheron on my next 5-star pull, so I basically just pulled until I got another one. So I now have E2 Acheron with light cone. This is after getting E2 Sparkle with light cone, and I never got an unfeatured character. So I am now 6 character pulls and 2 light cone pulls in without losing the dice roll. Like, that is insane luck for me. So I have done very, very well on these pulls. I'm very excited. I've been crazy busy. I don't know, and I feel like I'm almost too late to do a character guide on Acheron, but I think when I get time, I might still throw one out there, and I will hopefully have my Acheron maxed out by the time I actually record it. But as you guys saw yesterday, I've got a bunch of like box openings I got to record and put out. I think at some point, if I get time, I am going to put out an Acheron character guide, and then probably a Gallagher one too. They're just going to be late, I guess. At least they'll just be there so people can watch. But I'm sure all of y'all that have pulled have already kind of looked up guides and stuff like that. But anyways, let me know if you guys went in on Acheron. I do think she's actually crazy, insanely busted. Very much worth going in on, especially with Gallagher on the banner. It's just such a good value, because with Acheron, Pela, and Gallagher, that's like 3/4 of your team right there. And then the other spot, you can just slide in what you want, right? So anyways, let me know what you think of Acheron. Let me know how your summons went. Thanks for watching. We'll catch y'all on the next one.